Hello everyone. Myself Sanat Kumar Swai, professor at Vedang Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar. Today we'll be talking about relationship marketing. What do you mean by relationship marketing? How does it impact the overall marketing procedure? Um, we'll be going through a few slides and we'll see what are the differences in the relationship in the marketing management. Okay. So relationship marketing. What comes into our mind when we talk about relationship marketing? Relationship. What do you mean by relationship? You are into a relation. See, these days, the multinational organizations, they have a different kinds of marketing strategy. They try to foster a relationship with their customers. It's not a short term. They are not interested in short term relationship rather than a long term relationship. And why it is important for a long term relationship with the customer? These small organizations these days, they're more into short-term transaction once upon a time. But the big multinational organization, they want customer retention strategy. They want that they should retain their customers. There are a lot of competition these days, a lot of competition, and with this competitive atmosphere environment, it's very hard for any kind of organizations to stay abreast the marketplace. So to stay afloat at the marketplace, you have to bring something extraordinary. Okay. And I believe that most of the companies these days, they are already extraordinary. They are bringing out extraordinary products these days. So there are so many products these days that even the customers they're getting confused. Want to buy and which want to select and which not to select. So what apart from that, what apart from your product you're going to bring in to the market so that you retain your customers? So that is something related to your relations. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you an example. Everybody uh, go for a haircut. Okay. Have you ever realized when you're going to a barber shop, once you go to a particular barber, you try to go to that particular barber all the time. Okay. And believe me, the barbers, they have a very unique style of relationship marketing. While they cut your hairs, while they trim your hairs, they try to build up a relationship. They try to market their shop through relationship marketing. And you feel very comfortable that you're the one. And you keep coming to his shop every next time. Very unique approach. Okay. So the multinational organizations these days, they are very focused on the long-term relationship with their customers rather than any time small or any type of short-term relationship. Okay, so what does happen? It emphasizes the importance of customer loyalty and satisfaction. So they prefer that a customer loyalty and satisfaction is very important to create a strong bonding between their brand. If the customer is happy, if the customer is satisfied, then profit will come later on. That's not a big issue, not a big deal. And their goal is to foster trust, loyalty, and repeat business by consistently, consistently delivering a positive experience. So if a customer is having a positive experience, then that customer is going to repeat the business consistent way, and that is what the main focus of the multinational organizations are. So there are few key principles and elements of relationship marketing, which are customer centric approach. So what do you mean by customer centric approach? You put your customer in the center. Your customer are your point of attraction, center point of attraction. You need to understand your customers' need, what are their needs, what are their preference, what they prefer, okay, and how their behavior is essential to build a meaningful relationship. Okay, customers these days are very fed up with but few PSU banks. I'm not going to name, but still, okay, they are very uh, not at all focused on your customers. They don't put the marketing strategy around the customer base. But still, as because they're as PSU banks, so most of the customers are bound with their customer. But if you see most of the multinational organizations these days, they are very customer centric. They are focusing on the customer centric approach these days, and they're trying to build up a meaningful relationship with all their customers. Next, communication and engagement. Effective communication is very important, and engagement uh, with your customers. So how do you engage your customer? You engage your customer through personalized interaction, through various kinds of feedback. But sometimes it does happen that a lot of communication is also creates headache for the customer. There's the companies or the organization, they should be very careful about what kind of communications they have been having with their customers. Well, that is okay to keep them informed about various kinds of products, various kinds of new types of products, new services, and various kinds of promotions. But that should not harass your customers. See, these days you see they are overusing this particular aspect, particular approach. Most of the organizations these days, you see communication and engagement. You don't need to have that much communication though. You don't need to have that much engagement though. Okay. uh, you get a lot of promotional calls, you get a lot of product services calls these days, or a lot of email. There's been when you open your email, you see there are a lot of products emails relating to your product and various kinds of new products, various kinds of services, and various kinds of promotional that also create a negative impact within the mind of the customer. So most of the organizations these days, they have to be very focused and very marginalized, particularly towards their communication and engagement. Next is personalization. Okay, so personalization is very important. The most of um, these days, customers, they want personalized product, exclusive products, tailor-made services. Okay, so the multinational organizations, the companies these days, they are also adhering to the needs of their customers, and they're becoming very personalized. Okay, so you have to shell out few money for that extra uh, um, bucks for your personalized product, but still people, they don't care these days. And um, as long as customers are happy, the organizations, the companies, they are more than happy deliver a personalized product or tailoring a personalized service. So that is going to be a personalized and relevant experience to the creating a more personalized and relevant experience for any kind of customer. Okay, next, customer loyalty programs. What do you mean by customer loyalty program? These days, a lot of organizations, a lot of companies, they are offering discounts, they're offering various kinds of offers, okay, to certain uh, customers. Okay, loyalty programs are being introduced. Okay, various kinds of incentives are being given to them. Okay, various kinds of rewards have been given to them to encourage to encourage repeated business. Okay, if a customer is coming every now and then, okay, they want that The customers should be repeated. Okay, and how they will be repeated? Through luring them through various kinds of discounts, luring them through various kinds of special offers, luring them through various kinds of product and events. So that is, these are all under the customer loyalty program. I'll tell you one example. If you go to any Apollo medical store, okay, Apollo pharmacy store, okay, you've got a card system, and whatever, like you purchase a medicine and the discounted money, it comes into your, it has been added to your cart. You cannot use that discount on that particular day. Rather, you have to come some other day, you have to purchase something else some other day to avail that discount. So that is one of the very excellent way of bringing the customer once again, okay, for repeated business. Next is quality customer service. Okay. Customer service was not that important a couple of years back, but it has become one of the most important in relationship market. If you're going to address and resolve your customers' issues effectively, then you are going to build their loyalty, and customer will be satisfied. You're going to provide a quality customer service, okay, and that is going to help the customers repeat the business with you. Next, community building. What do you mean by community building? See, apart from your profit, okay, companies these days, they are not only profit making machines, rather they have sense of community towards around their brand. Okay, what they are doing for the community, you can say CSR activities, okay, customer CSR, corporate social responsibility. So whether you are having any kind of corporate social responsibility toward the community you are operating. So why do we need to have certain CSR activities for any kind of companies these days, and why they are taking CSR activities very importantly? Because most of the organizations, they are not only profit making, and they have to engage in certain types of community building programs through social media, through various kinds of forums, okay, various kinds of events, okay. Why? Because that is going to foster a shared identity within the community. That yes, we are also a part of a community. We're not just a company. We're not here to make only profit, but we share the identity with you. Okay. Next, long-term perspective. So any kind of relationship marketing has long-term perspective. It is not only for a short-term period. It's not for a short-term gain. Rather than, it helps the customer lifetime relationship. They want that a customer should be a lifetime relation. They should have a lifetime relationship with any kind of brand. For example, you see Nokia. Nokia, if you do a case study with Nokia and its customer base, you will see that most of the customers are were extremely satisfied with their brand, with the Nokia brand, and they don't want to force the brand for any other brand. So the Nokia was having a customer lifetime relationship with its customers, okay, with its brand. But unfortunately, due to some other issues, it got lost of its relationship, because it could not cope up with the. It's a very good um, case study. If you're going to uh, study the case study for Nokia, it's very beautiful case study how it couldn't cope up with the market challenge. So companies these days, you see, they are trying to have a lifetime relationship with their customer, okay, and recognizing the value of it. They're not focused only on the short-term values, rather they are focused on the long-term values. And indeed, the long-term relationship is very much important in the long run. Okay. Next, feedback and improvement. Definitely, all the companies, they do have a feedback. Okay, and it is very important to have your feedback from the customers. Okay, and what are the glitches which need to be improved? Okay, and that feedback can be given by your customers. Okay, so what happens if you are getting the, if you are getting a positive feedback, that is going to motivate you, okay, to do more better. Okay, and if you are getting a negative feedback, then that is going to help you to solve that glitches, the problems. Okay, and to satisfy the overall, give a overall satisfied customer experience. That is also going to help the company in the long run. Next, transparency and trust. So you have to very much transparent these days. Okay, ethical business practices should be practiced. Okay, there should be transparency and there should be mutual trust. See, few, I'm not going to say all, but there are few companies, there are few organizations, they don't have transparency. There are hidden costs behind that, and that by not having any kind of transparency, that is going to break the customer and the company's trust, mutual trust, and that can be very catastrophic. That can have a catastrophic effect to the relationship, personal relationship with the customer and the organization. Okay. So with this, we have come to the last slide. So if we summarize it, okay, relationship management. Okay, so why relationship management or relationship marketing is important to for any kind of organization? See, most of the organizations, they need customer base. Okay, um, why do you need customer base? Definitely, without customer base, you are not going to sell your product. And before creating a customer base, you have to have a market research. But and every now and then you need to acquire new customers, but it is acquiring new customer, that is important, but apart from that, how you can retain your customers, that is extremely important. That is more important, because your old customer, your customer retention strategy is going to acquire more new customers, customer base. So companies these days, they are very much focused on the customer retention, and relationship marketing is going to help any kind of organization to retain their customer. Next is strong connection and providing ongoing values. By building strong connections and ongoing values, what does it happen? The businesses or the organizations, they can have loyal customers. Okay, loyal customer. Who are the loyal customer? The customers who are going to repeatedly come to your, do business with your organization. Okay, and not only that, they are not going to do the repeated purchases, but they are also going to advocate for your particular brand, for your particular product. Okay, through word of mouth, to their families, to their friends, to their colleagues. Okay, so that is going to be an automatic marketing strategy for your product or services. Okay, so relationship marketing is very much important, and for customer retention strategy is very much important in any kind of relationship. Okay. So I think we have already covered all the aspects of relationship marketing. However, if you have any doubts relating to relationship marketing, do jot down your doubts in the comment section, and I will be happy to clarify those doubts in the next class. Thank you very much.